Gamers and gamerettes, if you've opened Twitter, Reddit, or literally any PC hardware subreddit in the last 24 hours, you already know the freaking pain. Samsung just casually saw that RAM was feeling a little too affordable and decided to fix that. No trailer, no warning, no apology tour.
Just a straight up freak you with Christmas decorations.
And before anyone jumps in with the usual comments, well, actually, relax. We're not doing spreadsheets yet. We're not doing charts. We're not doing the corporate empathy simulator where we pretend this doesn't freaking suck. All you need to know for now is this. RAM prices are shooting up again, PC builders are once more getting folded like lawn chairs, and somehow this is happening at the worst possible time. Again. Which is impressive in its own way, like statistically impressive. Between AI eating everything that isn't bolted down and hardware giants' new motto, how fast can we disappoint gamers, we are firmly back in the era of maybe next year. And yes, it gets way worse than it sounds. Let me explain why this one hurts more than usual, because this isn't just prices went up. We lived through that, guys. We're veterans. We have emotional calluses because of it. This one hurts because Samsung was the last company I was still stupid enough to freaking trust. Micron, they already did us. They already pulled the mask off and said consumers are cute, but AI money is hotter.
Peace out, mother freakers.
That one stunk, sure, but at least it was honest. It was like getting dumped via text. Disrespectful, of course it is, but efficient. Samsung though? Samsung looked us in the eyes, nodded sympathetically, and then emptied our wallets while whispering, it's just business. Now guys, that's just plain freaking cold. Because Samsung wasn't just another RAM supplier. Samsung was the supplier. The surely they won't completely screw us company. The adult in the room. And instead of holding the line, Samsung did what every massive corporation does the moment it smells enterprise money. They pivoted so fast they nearly dislocated the Earth's freaking axis. And now, DDR5, it feels less like a memory, guys, and more like a boutique item you have to emotionally justify to yourself before purchase.
Oh no, babe, it's not impulsive. This kit has better timings.
Meanwhile, AI strolls in like the rich kid at a house party, just eats everything and leaves. The freaking stupid AI servers aren't buying RAM, they're inhaling it.
Like a vacuum cleaner with a trust fund.
And the industry's response wasn't, hey, let's balance supply. It was, oh sick, new favorite customer just dropped. So now, the poor PC gamers are standing there holding new egg tabs like absolute freaking clowns, wondering why the same build that looked reasonable last week suddenly feels like a financial mistake that needs a committee meeting. And no one, I mean no one is pretending this is temporary. There is no, don't worry guys, it will normalize soon. No roadmap, no reassurance, just silence. Which tells you everything, because if this was a short-term hiccup, we'd be hearing about it non-stop. Companies, they love explaining why things aren't their fault. But this is planned. I freaking feel it. This feels like the industry quietly agreeing that PC gamers are no longer the main character. We're their side piece, optional content.
We'll address later if time permits.
And listen, I get it. From a business perspective, I get it. AI doesn't complain. AI doesn't wait for sales. AI doesn't write angry Reddit posts at 3 a.m. titled, why is PC gaming dying? AI just wires money and says deliver. But, from a gamer perspective, it feels like watching your favorite bar turn into a VIP lounge over freaking night. Same building, same sign, completely different crowd, and you're outside staring through the window. Damn, I used to matter here. Samsung didn't start this fire, but they absolutely poured gasoline on it. And the reason people are pissed isn't because prices they went up, it's because this confirms what a lot of us were trying not to admit. The industry doesn't need us anymore. Sure, they'll still sell to us, but they'll sell to us last, at whatever price trickles down after enterprise demand is satisfied. And that realization, guys, that's the real kick in the freaking nuts. Okay, my beautiful gamers and gamerettes, jokes aside, here is where the laughter slightly disappears. Samsung didn't nudge prices, they nuked the freaking floor. The DRAM contract price, it's the starting price, the before heatsinks, RGB and marketing buzzwords number, reportedly jumped from around $7 to almost $19.5 per unit. And let me beat you to it, before anyone says, but that's not retail. Exacto mundo, that's the problem. When the base cost more than doubles, everything above it stretches like a bad YouTube apology. Budget kits vanish. Mid-range pretend it's premium. Premium turns into who is this even for? And guys, it doesn't stop at DDR5. DDR4 got hit too. Roughly $18 per 16 GB module at the contract level. So even the fallback plan is on fire. And when this kind of price shift happens, it doesn't just hurt our wallets. It changes how people engage with PC gaming. When RAM was cheap, upgrades were casual. Oh, I'll grab another 16 gigs later. No rush, I'll fix it next paycheck. That mindset is gone. Now every build feels permanent. Every part choice feels locked in. Every mistake feels freaking expensive. So what happens is people stop experimenting. They stop upgrading mid-cycle. They stop recommending PC builds to friends because explaining the price suddenly feels embarrassing.
How much was your PC? It's kind of complicated.
And that's how you quietly shrink a hobby. Not with one big catastrophic price hike, but closing the doors one by one. And once that happens, the ripple effect is freaking brutal. Fewer new builders means fewer budget-focused products. Fewer budget-focused products means less competition. Less competition means prices don't need to come back down, even if supply improves. So the damage isn't just what you're paying today, it's the fact that the culture around PC building starts to freaking harden. From flexible and forgiving to cautious, conservative, and borderline gate-kept by cost. And that's the kind of shift that doesn't show up in headlines. You only notice it years later when someone asks, why don't people build PCs like they used to? And the answer is simple, because somewhere along the way, it stopped feeling worth the risk. Alright, let me give you the reality, guys. PC gaming isn't dead, and as long as we live and breathe, it never will. But it's definitely not the priority. We're not the market being optimized for anymore. We're the market that gets whatever's left after AI is done freaking eating and devouring. And that, honestly, that sucks to admit, because PC gamers carried this industry through some rough years. We evangelized it, we built it, we kept it freaking relevant. Now, we're being priced out of our own hobby like a gentrified neighborhood. I guarantee you one thing, you'll still build PCs. The thing is, you just wait longer, upgrade less, and question any purchase every time you add RAM to a cart. Samsung didn't betray us because they're evil. They did it because the math told them to. And that might be the darkest joke of all. So yes guys, let's sit here, roast Samsung, roast AI, roast the industry. But let's understand this part clearly. This isn't going away. This is the new normal. And if you're building a PC right now, I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, may your wallet rest in peace. What do you guys think? Am I too pessimistic and things might get better with time? Or is this the new normal we'll have to force ourselves to adapt to? Drop your thoughts down below.
And I'll sell you my 3.5 GB RAM for a reasonable-ish price.
And guys, thank you once again for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more content in the future. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.